India is the world's seventh largest economy in terms of nominal GDP and the third largest in terms of purchasing power parity (PP). The Indian economy is a diverse mix of traditional agriculture, modern agriculture, manufacturing, services, and knowledge-based industries. The country's economy has undergone significant changes since independence in 1947, moving from a closed, centrally planned economy to an open, market-oriented one. In recent years, the Indian economy has been growing at a rapid pace, averaging around 7% per year. The government has implemented several reforms to improve the ease of doing business and attract foreign investment. Some of these reforms include the introduction of the Goods and Services Tax (GST), the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code (IBC), and the liberalization of FDI policies. However, despite its growth, the Indian economy faces several challenges, including high levels of income inequality, poverty, and unemployment. The agricultural sector, which employs a large percentage of the population, is facing challenges due to climate change and the need for modernization. Additionally, there are concerns about the health of the banking sector, with several public sector banks burdened by non-performing assets. Overall, while the Indian economy has made significant progress in recent years, there is still much work to be done to ensure sustainable and inclusive growth. The Indian economy is the world's sixth largest economy by nominal GDP and the third largest by purchasing power parity (PP). India has a mixed economy that includes agriculture, manufacturing, and services. The service sector is the largest sector of the Indian economy, contributing around 60% of GDP. India has been experiencing steady economic growth over the last few decades, with an average annual growth rate of around 7%. However, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on the Indian economy, causing a contraction of 7.7% in 2020-21. India is a member of several international organizations such as the World Trade Organization, WTO, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. The Indian government has also implemented various economic reforms over the years to encourage foreign investment and promote economic growth. Despite its large and growing economy, India still faces several challenges, including poverty, inequality, and high levels of corruption. The government continues to work towards addressing these issues and promoting sustainable economic growth. The Indian economy is the sixth largest economy in the world by nominal GDP and the third largest by purchasing power parity (PP). It is a mixed economy that encompasses agriculture, manufacturing, services, and a range of other sectors. India's economic growth has been significant over the past few decades, with an average growth rate of around 7% per year between 2014 and 2019. However, the COVID-19 pandemic had a significant impact on the economy, resulting in a contraction of around 7.7% in FY 2020-21. The Indian economy is primarily driven by domestic consumption, with services sector contributing the largest share of GDP, followed by industry and agriculture. The country has a large and rapidly growing middle class, which is driving consumption across a range of sectors such as retail, healthcare, and financial services. India is also known for its strong IT industry, which has been a major contributor to the economy in recent years. The country is home to some of the world's largest IT companies, and has been a hub for outsourcing and software development. Despite these positive developments, the Indian economy still faces several challenges, including poverty, inequality, and a significant informal sector. The government has initiated several reforms to address these issues, including the introduction of the Goods and Services Tax (GST) and the implementation of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code (IBC). The Indian economy is the fifth largest economy in the world by nominal GDP and the third largest by purchasing power parity (PP). India is a developing country with a mixed economy that has undergone significant growth and transformation over the past few decades. India's economy is primarily driven by the service sector, which accounts for more than half of the country's GDP, followed by agriculture and industry. The country has a large and diverse workforce, with a significant portion employed in the informal sector. India's economic growth has been relatively steady over the past few decades, with an average annual growth rate of around 7%. However, the country still faces significant challenges, including poverty, inequality, and infrastructure development. The COVID-19 pandemic has also had a significant impact on the Indian economy, leading to a contraction in GDP growth in 2020. The Indian government has implemented various policies and reforms aimed at promoting economic growth and development, including liberalization and privatization of certain industries, tax reforms, and investment in infrastructure. However, there is still a long way to go in addressing the country's economic challenges and unlocking its full potential.